Mind blown. The air we breathe. How often do we think about it? We take it for granted. The atmosphere of the planet is where we live and where we do virtually everything for all of human history. It's our home. But what is it really? Most people would say the air is made mostly of oxygen, but that's wrong. Our atmosphere is 78% nitrogen and only 21% oxygen. Other molecules of carbon dioxide, ozone, and water are also present in small amounts. Our atmosphere is completely unique. We know of no other planet with one similar to ours, and it has evolved over time. Our atmosphere formed initially because the early Earth has gravity due to its mass. Gases released by volcanism and chemical reactions in the crust were captured and kept close to the surface. Later, bombardment of the Earth by asteroids and comets brought the majority of water to the planet, which melted, evaporated, and then precipitated to the surface. Later, as early bacterial life evolved, the biological process of photosynthesis initiated the carbon cycle, hydrogen cycle, and oxygen cycles. 1 billion years ago, multicell life begins, with an explosion of plant life 600 million years ago. This produced the oxygen that sustains us. Our atmosphere is always in a very slow state of change, whether it be from these biological cycles, from volcanoes, from human activity, and from very occasional objects from outer space. Our atmosphere is incredibly thin, on average about 50 miles thick, although nearly all of the mass of the atmosphere lies below 20 miles. The diameter of the Earth is 8,000 miles. Comparatively speaking, the thickness of our atmosphere is no more than the thickness of the skin on an apple. It is a thin bubble that separates us from the extreme cold and deadly radiation of space. Ozone comprises only 0.3 parts per million of our atmosphere. Yet without it, ultraviolet radiation from the sun would kill all life on Earth. So the next time you walk outside and take in a nice big breath of fresh air, you might remember that we live in a very thin blue bubble comprised of a very unique mixture of elements, which came about over billions of years thanks to gravity, volcanoes, bacteria, plants, the biochemical cycles, and yes, comets. Mind blown.